responding. Live in his presence. When God restores you, when God saves you, he wants you to be restored to the place where in him we live. In him we move. In him we have our being. That's part of the reset stage. That's where he wants to restore us to, so that we can do that again. God does not want you living without him. God does not want you living outside of the presence. Your life is in his presence by design. Somebody say amen. Okay. God said, who told thee that thou was naked? That was a concept that was introduced by someone else, because everything that man knew, God taught him. Can you imagine that everything you learn from God? That there's not a thought, an idea, a word in your vocabulary that was not taught to you by God himself. And the idea of naked is a brand new concept. God knew that that concept didn't come from him. Who told you that you were naked? Did you eat the fruit? Because that's where foreign vocabulary comes from. So, there's no need for knowledge of good and evil if you're living in perfection. You have a perfect relationship with God. God visits you perfectly every day in the cool of the day. God likes you. And he wants to be around you. You don't suffer from low self-esteem, because guess what happens tomorrow? God will come back like he did yesterday. Now you got to go and complicate things, and you want to learn stuff that God didn't teach you. It's not that there's other stuff out there, but you don't need it. What do you need that God does not have? Well, gee, Pastor Michael, since you put it that way, there is nothing that you need that God does not have. So why don't you make it your business to find everything that he has in him, because he's prepared it for you? Why don't you just set your face like a flint, be focused, and say, you know what? I don't want nothing else other than what God has for me. I don't want what I want what he wants for me, that he's planned and prepared, and that he's already commissioned for me to have. God doesn't need a companion, but he wanted one. And he wants that relationship with you, where you are God's companion. You know what it means to be a friend of God? You know what it means to be God's friend? Let me tell you what God does for his friends. He answers them like nobody else. The Bible says that Enoch walked with God. They were friends. How could two walk together if they agreed? Enoch walked with God and was not. He didn't have a chariot come down and get him like Elijah. Enoch was just walking. God said, okay, I can't live another day with you there and me here. Come be with me forever. Amen. And Enoch was not. He didn't die. He was not here anymore. Enoch never saw death, because he was God's friend. God wants to be friends with you. God not want to be your God. He wants to be your friend. So that you won't be afraid of him when he shows up. God wants you to be excited and elated and happy to see him because you're his friend. God wants a relationship with you that no other religion teaches. God doesn't want you to simply revere him and respect him and be afraid of his wrath. God wants a relationship with you where he has fellowship with you every day. That you learn what he likes and he learns what you like, and you all like each other. First and foremost and primarily, God wants a restored relationship with you that you haven't seen yet. And I see all the examples of God restoring people to the point of friendship. To the point where they're not afraid of dying. They're not afraid of anything. You know why? Because I got a relationship with God. You think I'm afraid of you? I mean, people get bold about it. Do you think that you could do anything to me? You know who my friend is? You know who my BFF is? God doesn't want you looking for love in all the wrong places. God wants you to find him and love him until you are friends. God says, I don't want to just call you sons. I want you to be closer than sons. I want you to be God says, I don't need this. I need you to understand, I don't need this, but I desire this. There's a difference in value between the vehicle that gets you back and forth to work from point A to point B, the car that gets you back and forth to work, the value of that car that you need, and the value of the car that you wanted. You ever wanted a car and got it? You didn't need that car. You could have got an Escort. You could have got some good gas mileage. But if you ever drove a Porsche? You put a different value on that experience than you do on the point A to point B car. God never needed a friend to get by. He didn't get lonely. He didn't get sorrowful. When he looked at man and said it's not good for him to be alone, he said man needs a relationship beyond me, beyond God. And he made woman. I can spend a little more time next week talking about that. But I want to wind up today on helping you to understand that you are not a needful friend to God, but you are a desired friend of God. And you can be, because God has restored so many other people before you to the position of friend. God has been a friend to the friendless. But that's more about him than us. When we give back what God desires, when we know he don't need me, I'm imperfect. You being imperfect has nothing to do with God's desire. He says, I will give you what you need to please me. As many as believed, to them gave he power to become the sons of God. Where they didn't have the power that they got to become the sons of God came from God. Book of Jude, we quote it every week. Now in him that's able to keep us from falling. We don't keep ourselves from falling. He keeps us from falling. He presents us faultless. I'm imperfect. I can't make it. I can't do it right. But if I follow and love him, he's going to give me what I need to present myself faultless. He's the only wise God. And in his wisdom, I don't know why, he wants you. He desires you. Now, you may desire somebody else. But here's a guarantee I'm going to put to you. If you desire God more than you do Ken, who's Ken, Kimberly?
One dead person.
Some guy. Any guy. If you desire God more than you do Karen, who's Karen? That chick. She's attractive now, but she can't give you what God can. God desires to be your friend. Won't you be God's friend? If you desire a friend, you got to be friendly. Won't you be friendly to God?
Amen.
Talk to him. Have conversations. Spend time. Go have some tea. Yeah, you and God. Have a cup of coffee. Have lunch. Have a standing invitation. God, I invite you into my life. I'm not scared. You know, you show up. What you doing here, God? What you want now? What did I do now? Be a friend to God. God wants to be your friend. He wants to restore you, but he can't restore you unless you allow him to get in close. Everybody stand.